Hi friends. So today we're going to continue to read Ling and Ting. Today we're going to read chapter 4. It's called Chopsticks. Do you guys know what chopsticks are? You probably do if you went to an Asian restaurant. Chopsticks are what many Asians of Asian culture use when they eat their food. So it's kind of like two sticks and you just pick up the food like that. So this is what the chapter is about, chopsticks. Now, while we're reading this, I want you to think about what is this chapter mostly about? So what is the main idea of this chapter? What are some details? And think about what are your favorite parts of this chapter. At dinner, Ling cannot eat. Chopsticks are tricky, Ling says. They are hard to use. Chopsticks are not tricky, Ting says. They are not hard to use. Chopsticks are hard for me to use, Ling says. I cannot eat. My food falls off my chopsticks. I bet some of you guys can relate to how she feels. She can't use her chopsticks because they're so hard to use. Can you relate? Do you guys feel the same way as Ling? Would you feel the same way? So, we already kind of know what the main idea is already. So I want you to think about what you think the main idea is and what are some details that might be coming up. I know, Ting says. We can glue the food to your chopsticks. That's a crazy idea. Glue, Ling says. That would make the food taste bad. I know, Ting says. We can tie the food to your chopsticks. Tie, Ling says. That would be messy. So, we already see some details going on, right? Ting starts giving Ling some ideas so that Ling can eat her food. Ting is always the silliest twin, isn't she? In the first chapter, she would not sit still getting a haircut and messed her hair up. And now in this chapter, she's being silly and giving these crazy ideas. And Ling's just kind of like, why? I know, Ting says. I will feed you with my chopsticks. No, Ling says. I do not want to glue my chopsticks. I do not want to tie my chopsticks. I do not want you to feed me with your chopsticks. Then how will you eat? Ting asks. I will eat with a fork, Ling says. I think Ling is a little bit of the more responsible twin because she came out with an idea that makes sense. More sense, at least. And so she did. All right. Now, there's a lot of details that happened. One detail could be that Ting told her to glue her food to the chopsticks. Ting told her she can tie the food to the chopsticks. And then she said something else. And then maybe the main idea has something to do with chopsticks. I'm not going to tell you that, but here's my hint. The main idea of this chapter, chapter 4, has something to do with chopsticks. The main idea is not chopsticks, but it has something to do with chopsticks. So today in your journals, you're doing your 5-finger retell. Number 1, what is the main idea of the chapter? Okay? And then you're going to give me, hold on just a minute. You're going to give me 2, 3, 4, a detail in each chapter, kind of like what I just did. And then number 5, you're going to tell me your favorite part of the chapter. I have a favorite part. I think my favorite part is when Ting told Ling to glue her food to her chopsticks, because that's just kind of weird. So, this is what you're doing today. It's your 5-finger retell. Main idea of the chapter, detail in the chapter, and your favorite part about chapter 4. If you need to rewatch this video, you surely can. Remember, if you have any questions, just send me a message on Class Dojo, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day, friends.